telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You cloud chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like it. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent do. Rent got them going, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. That we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, kept on my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up. And.
Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. Pacific. 3 p.m. Central. 2 p.m. Pacific. 1 p.m. Eastern. 12 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 p.m from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58.
The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Swift. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now it's Swift to the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Watson off play action. He's going to look deep for more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
On play action, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. 2nd down and 4. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. play action. Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now a carry for Swift. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. James Robinson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kayvon Thibodeau from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. It's Fields. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Williams, the man in motion left. Throwing on third down, Fields. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Fields on first down. Rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's Fields. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields throw here into the hands of Hearns. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know the drill.
He's got a man, complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf, 38 yards. And the Cowboys continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Now Fields. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Fields. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Williams, the man in motion left. To try again after the sack. Fields. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Fields sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. This is complete. Finds his man Hearns. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. And they'll send Williams in motion right. On first down, it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a first down throw, Fields. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Fields now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the 50, here's Fields. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And my goodness, another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of him.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They snap it to Fields. Dancing to his left. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yeah.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
23 yards on the play.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. He'll buy, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Montez Sweat able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. DJ Jones in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And my goodness, another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Got his man, it's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And they, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing passes. If you grab someone, they shouldn't be able to catch it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rolling to his right. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, LA. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's 4th. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Watson's going to throw it here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Cowboys are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. O.J. Howard from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL.
When the members on and get it going,